It's funny to me, the hate and the backlash that Jonah Hill is getting for just simply having standards like most modern women do is laughable.
Minimum height.
6 feet.
So when is having standards an actual problem? Is it a problem when the woman is the one that has to face those standards? Because it's definitely not a problem when a woman has the standards. What you're going to see in this video is my opinion on how I feel about Jonah Hill, the situation that he's in, women's standards, men's standards, and why there's a lot of people that are giving this man a hard time who are purely delusional and are probably going to die alone without a man. Jonah Hill's ex-girlfriend has come out and basically put screenshots out there after they have been broken up for over a year and a half that put Jonah Hill on Front Street, and a lot of people are coming for him because he has what a lot of people are calling obsessive standards, and even going so far as to accusing this man of actual emotional abuse. Man, YouTube is a very sensitive place. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the stuff that's right here. It's a lot of receipts and it's a lot of stuff to go through, but we gonna go through it. It says Sarah Brady, the surfer, a girlfriend that he had back in 2021, their relationship lasted over a year, but it's over with now. She decided to uncover a screenshot and just re-release something without trigger. She just wanted to go ahead and put that out there. This one says, all the posts I removed from my page because Jonah Hill gave her basically a set of standards that he expects from a woman that he's dating. One of the main things that she's talking about in this post is that he wasn't happy with a certain type of swimsuit that she was wearing on her Instagram. He wants her to look a certain way, be presentable, if she's going to be known as his woman, because he's a celebrity, he's very well known, and if you're going to be with him, obviously you're going to be in the spotlight. He doesn't want to have disrespect come towards him by way of his wife because or girlfriend, because the woman that's on your arms when it comes to a man is his most prized possession. So good start. He says, you don't seem to get it though, but it's not my place to teach you. I've made my boundaries clear. You refuse to let go of some of them, and you've made that clear, and I hope this makes you happy. And I hope you guys can see this is what is in question. Jonah doesn't like the fact that she has a image of her surfing with her butt out in some surfer attire. Personally, to me, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I don't think there's anything wrong with showing this video on her Instagram, because if you're surfing, that's the type of attire that you would wear. It's not the same as posing with a butt pic showing your butt. I believe this man is being incredibly beta and a little bit too extra with his. I'm not trying to absolve Jonah. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Even though this man seems sensitive and he seems very like insecure in what he wants and how he tries to tell this woman what he wants, it still is his prerogative. These are his standards that she could walk out on. So she says, he said, respect however you want to live. Live your life. You only get one. He's like, I respect it. Do it. But I'm sort of done with explaining myself. She says, 3 removed. It's not the video yet. It is my best surfing video. Would you feel better if I covered the frame of the video differently? Any more specific ones that will bother you? He says, yes, one that isn't of your butt in a thong. She says, not a thong, but okay. That's not a thong. Jonah's tripping off of this shit. She exposed this man to me, not as being controlling, manipulative, or abusive. She exposed this man as being beta, if anything, sensitive, if anything. That's how I see it. He's doing a little bit too much, but it's his prerogative. These are his standards. He's 100% well to have them. You don't need to be in his life. So this is what she said. Sharing it publicly now because keeping it to myself was causing more damage to my mental health than sharing it ever could do. Here's what Jonah basically laid out for her because she wasn't understanding. He said, plain and simple, if you need surfing with men, boundaryless, inappropriate friendships with men, to model, to post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit, to post sexual pictures, friendships with women who are in unstable places, and from your wild recent past, beyond getting lunch or coffee or something respectful, I am not the partner for you. If these things bring you to a place of happiness, I support it, and there will be no hard feelings. These are my boundaries for a romantic partnership. My boundaries with you based on the ways these actions have hurt our trust. This man laid it all out. Do I see anything wrong with what he put here? No, I really don't see anything wrong with what the man put here. This is his list for what a woman needs to be with him. I don't see this any different as a woman who's saying, I need 6 feet tall, I need 100,000, I need a nice body, I need a nice job, I need a powerful man, career. These are the exact same things. If a woman had this very same list, let's take a look at it again. If a woman said this on her Tinder profile, if you want to be with me as a man, surfing with women, boundaryless, inappropriate friendships with women, to model your body, to post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit, to post sexual pictures, having friendships with men who are in unstable places from your wild recent past, getting beyond lunch or coffee or something, I'm not the right partner for you. If this brings you a place of happiness, I support it, no hard feelings. These are my boundaries. I will be honest with you, if a woman's Tinder profile or social media profile said that, I would be encouraged to even hit her up, because she has morals. She has quality standards. She has a good head on her shoulders. Women don't really even respond and say things like that, do they? When you make a woman say it, these don't sound too bad, do they? They sound pretty good to men. They sound pretty dang good to men. Because if a woman said this about a man, I would be like, yo, what's up? How you doing? But that same energy's not kept though, is it? I want to show you guys a little something. Check this out right here. Men under 6 foot with normal income, slightly above average looks. Whoa. Girls on Tinder. This is worthless. Other girls on Tinder. He's less than worthless. How many of you guys not see that to bring true? I would also like to show you guys a clip of this man who went out. It's from the YouTube channel Man vs. Street. He went out to the streets and actually polled women and put them in an app that would basically show if their standards are too high and what of the percentage of men represent the standards that they have. Go ahead and let's check this bad boy out.
The test asks a series of questions to see how many people in the population fit your ideal dating criteria. What's the minimum height?
5'9".
All right, I'm out.
5'10". 5'9".
Okay, I'm taking L's today, damn. Minimum height.
6 feet.
Yeah, that's where they get you.
5'8".
5'8".
That's reasonable.
5'10".
6 foot.
5'6".
Like at least 6.
What is the ideal height that you're looking for? Over 6 feet, right?
No preference.
I don't care.
5'3" to 5'5".
Okay.
Shorter than me.
What's your height?
6'1". I guess taller than 5 feet.
I'm not concerned about height.
Under 5'10". We'll get real
5'10".
picky here.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like height really matters to the men. We're already seeing a sharp contrast in what women see for height and what men see for height. For men, most of them, it doesn't really matter. Some of them have a couple of guidelines because they don't want them to be shorter than them, because we know that women typically don't want a man that's short. And that sucks, bro. Let's get back into it.
Would you exclude obesity?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No.
Nah. No, I'm inclusive.
Except if you're below 6 feet.
Correct.
Exclude obese? Would you be willing to admit it on camera?
I would exclude. Yeah, probably.
6 said no obese people. No fat guys.
Would you exclude overweight and obese?
No.
Yes.
Would you exclude obese and overweight?
Yes, I would.
Nah.
No.
What about overweight or obese? Do you
Yeah,
care?
no, I definitely give a fuck about being overweight.
And as we can see, that the men, it was 3-3 split. 50% of them was okay, 50% were not. Here, they're talking about the money. The money.
For on the dinner bill, so yeah. Minimum income. Like, let's
60.
60,000.
70K. $30,000. I don't think that matters to me. I really don't care about income. As a student myself, like, I don't have that much money right now.
I'm a broke college student, so I guess they can be broke as well.
I'm in college. I don't expect you to make a lot.
All right, he's on food stamps, so
I'm gonna say at least 200.
200 grand?
Now, mind you, these are women in college who have not hit their careers yet. Understand, when they get out into the world and they have jobs of their own, the expectations for a man's income is going to go all the way up. I'm trying to tell you. But these are college students, and that helped it for them, but still not enough.
Like 200.
Minimum, like 30. Maximum, as much money as possible.
That really doesn't matter. No preference.
No minimum income.
What about minimum income? Do you care how much they make?
No, right now.
Not particularly concerned with income.
All right, what do you think you scored?
I don't know. This is a percentage of how many people are.
Percentage of the population in that age range fits this.
It's gotta be like 60.
You think it's 60?
There have to be a lot of people.
She thinks that 60% of men will meet the standards that she has based on what the app asked her. She thinks 60% of the male population in her age group are going to match up what she wants in a man.
In that, right? I don't know.
What if I told you it's actually 16%?
16?
16.
That's very small.
Whoa, 6.4%. Okay. 4.1. So it says you're an aspiring cat lady.
Oh no. I barely did any filters.
And the app gives you a little statement of what you are, an aspiring cat lady. That's what she got, an aspiring cat lady, because only 4.1% of men in her age actually meet her standards.
So it says you're an aspiring cat lady. What do you think it is? Take a guess.
Like 2%.
Yeah, 2.1%.
Wow.
So knowing that, would you be willing to like lower your standards or what?
No, I'm not lowering my standards for anybody. Point blank, period.
Do you see how the hypocrisy runs deep? She knows that only 2.1% of the people would actually match what she wants, and she still said, I'm not about to change for nothing. So why should someone like Jonah Hill change when what he wants in a woman is, I guarantee, for his status in Hollywood and his career, is a lot higher than 2.1%. At his status, the ability for Jonah Hill to get a bad bitch is like 90 percentile. It really, for women, sadly, it doesn't matter too much how a man looks, even though he looks great, the best he's ever looked in his life with all of the weight that he's been losing. But looks don't matter as much as success and money when it comes to women. Women, for the most part, if you got it going on, you're presentable, clean, you got bread, you got a lot of money, that's it. Most women will come and flock. Might not be the greatest quality of women, but once again, if we're talking about just getting women, that's really the method. And this woman right here says, I'm still not about to change. I'm going to get me a 2% man. She's very confident in that and delusional as shit.
Would you say that you would lower your standards now that you know it's only 60% of the population?
No, I don't think I would.
Guess what it is?
Another woman that won't lower her standards. Shocking.
Like 2%?
Much lower.
0.5.
It's 0.28%. Oh my gosh.
12% of people in your age group have all those qualities.
That's not good odds.
32%. Oh my gosh. 23%. It means you're down to earth. So you are down to earth according to, you can see it says down to earth.
Do you think that it's a coincidence that the two Asian women were down to earth? And people wonder why Asian women are so coveted by Western men. I wonder it has something to do with their traditional values and standards.
Earth.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You can be 30 years
Oh
old and
my
make
goodness. Take a guess at what percentage of men fit this criteria? 2%? Much lower. It's 0.049%.
All right, is this going on the TV?
Maybe like almost half, like 50-ish.
It's actually 14%.
Oh, I'm so happy for myself.
Do you think you need to raise your standards or lower them even further? You know?
I probably need to lower my standards, but I don't think I will.
What percentage of the population do you think would fit your standards?
20.
You got 39.2%. So what do you think about that?
Those are some pretty basic questions.
What's missing from the test? Like what else would you add on to there?
Personality.
What kind of personality?
Personality matters, baby. She's the only one. She had the highest vote. She has a high degree of finding a husband and being fruitful and having a good life. But it's weird to me that we look at this man Jonah's case and we look at this and we give it a hard time. I don't think that it's fair that this fool Jonah, and I'll tell you, some of the stuff that he said is a little much for me, but what he says here, I really don't see anything wrong with men having standards, especially a high value man who's worth a lot of money. He says, you're right, we can't do social things or develop trust until you consider me and make decisions that give regard to our relationship. I have been vulnerable as possible, and I am telling you, I am needing you to step up to the plate, which you can, I am sure of it. But these losers don't get your time if you want me. Straight up, it's consideration. He said, these losers don't get your time if you want me. He's puffed up with pride. This man is like, I'm Jonah goddamn Hill, motherfreaker. I played motherfreaking Seth in Superbad. I'm the man. He's got a lot of money, got a great career going for himself. He's famous, he's powerful. So obviously somebody like that could toot that horn. You have to understand, Jonah Hill is not a regular average person. The higher up you go up the status pole, the more that you could demand from your partner. It's quite that simple. So I don't see anything wrong with what he just said here. He said, I respect your love of surfing, but I respect myself as well. And your love of surfing and being in those situations and lack of awareness are not mutually exclusive. This isn't me. I have my own issues that I own. If you want marriage and family, you can't use the 25 card. Step up and cut shit. These people don't get time or your kindness at the sacrifice of mine. He's saying it 100%. He's absolutely right. Anytime that if you're dating a woman and she's, and mind you, I'm going to say dating. Dating doesn't mean exclusivity, right? You could date a woman and also be dating other women. A woman could date a man while dating other men. The next level into the relationship is when you decide to exclusively date, which means I'm no longer going to date the other women. I'm going to tell them I'm really taking something seriously and I'm going to focus on this woman and then we're going to date. That's the exclusive dating is right below boyfriend-girlfriend relationship status. That's the like hybrid transitional phase into before you make them your man or your woman. So if you're going to be dating and you are out here going on dates with Jonah and other men, Jonah is probably the highest tier guy in your whole entire life. So he's at a point where he could be like, yo, listen, I'm Jonah Hill. You have the pleasure of dating me because it's a pleasure. All these other niggas you talking to, bro, yeah, you're going to have to out that. I need to be exclusively with you. Your attention has to be exclusively on me. It's arrogant for sure, but it's his standards. And he has the right to do so because he knows he's a high value man. He's a man of incredible status and he has a lot of things going for himself, right? So he has the prerogative to say, I need a woman that's going to only be with me when I'm dating her. He's skipping past the dating. He's going straight to, he basically wants every woman that he's dating to be exclusively dating him, which also is his prerogative. So we have some more receipts that she out here and showed. And he says, oh, and modeling, which is the last profession I would be with as a partner. She said, thought pics. He says, but LOL, must be hard feelings, so trapped. She says, well, maybe you should have asked me more about what I do for work before you decided to date me then. It's a little late now. So basically, she's saying she's a model. So she's a model, and he says a model is not the type of chick that would be a good partner. And I got to agree again with this man. This nigga know what time it is, bro. He understands a model, even an actress is hard, but it's okay if you're, you can make it happen with actors, but models, dancers, you know what I'm saying? If you're on IG model status, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these type of professions don't really transition into being good partners, bro, because you're selling sex. You're selling an image. You're selling your beauty. It's out there for the world to see. And he's absolutely right. He said, keep taking me for granted. Go model. It's a fulfilling life. You'll love it. Real depth and substance and stability for relationships. But actually, he says, I'm done with this conversation. And yeah. So I got to say, you women are delusional. Most women are absolutely delusional when it comes to the dating scene. And time, social media, conversations have proven that. You're just going out into the streets and talking to people, getting polls and statistics, and you're seeing it in real time. I see it in the dating market. Some of these women's standards are too high. If you're in your 30s, you got some kids, and you are trying to get with a man and you expect this man to be above 6 feet, no more than 250 pounds, making over $100,000, willing to spend your time on her, willing to divide your time between her and her children. You could pay her rent. You could buy her kids all the clothes. You could feed her kids. You can't discipline her kids. Her kids come first. You come second. And that is a typical standard that most women who have children have towards men. And it's completely unrealistic. Now, if we get to the younger demographic, a lot of women in their 20s, if you ain't popping, got bread, don't look a certain way, if you don't look a certain way, then you best have the bread. But money is a definite factor in there. Popping, swag, popular, powerful, a lot of these things a lot of women are looking for. You can't be in a Pinto or in a bucket trying to holler at them. They're going to laugh at you. You got to dress nice, look nice, smell nice, which is, I promote that. I think that men should dress nice, look nice, smell nice. Even if you're not an attractive man, you could dress it up and show her that you're making it happen. But all of these things are just things that people have for each other. Standards. If women have them, which are higher than men's, that means that men can have them. It's simple as that. I'm not really tripping off what Jonah Hill put here. In fact, I'm grateful for this coming out because now we're having a discussion about it. Women, lower them goddamn standards, or you're going to end up dying alone with a cat. That's the 100. Like the video if you liked it. Shout out to y'all, man. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I'm Jody Joe, and I'm out. Deuces.
in the beginning, it's like I had to take a leap of faith. It was me in front of the camera. And I did have to take a leap of faith.